Alright guys, this is the tournament. The Legend of Korra. Avatar world is a wonderful place. You see my other two videos. Second line profile of Korra and Asami. Hashtag KORRASAMI. And I named the other video the 12 points that prove Korra and Asami is real. This is my last video. The Legend of Korra. The Avatar world is a wonderful place. 1. Racism. There's no racism in the Avatar world. Unlike the real world, where everybody or every different race hates each other, an ethnic group, whatever. That's the way it goes. Korra was a woman of color from the Southern Water Tribe. Katara was a woman of color from the Southern Water Tribe. Aang was a white airbender. Asami was a white non-bender born in Republic City. Now, on December 19, 2014, for all you people who are looking at this show live when it went down or streaming it, you saw the first time in history where there was ever interracial, bisexual cartoon characters on a TV show in the United States. Now I'm looking at the Wikipedia and stuff like that, and the authors, the creators who wrote for the show have said that's what they want to prove. So, Korra and Asami is real. A lot of white people, women who are in the LGBT community got upset. They didn't like it. But once again, to each their own. Unlike the real world, Avatar world is pretty close set, It's no one never said nothing racist. They just hated people from different nations because the different nations were doing some effed up stuff. The Fire Nation was pretty effed up. 2. Sexism. Women and men were equal. If you want to be poor, you can be poor. If you want to be rich, you can be rich. If you want to be smart, you can be smart. Once again, it was more about the economic situation, though. But women and men were equal because the queen, she had all the money. Kuvira became the Imperial Earth Kingdom. Everyone had to say, because probably of the avatars, when a woman's avatar, they had to give her respect, and they gave a man. So there was no sexism. 2, 3. Individualism was emphasized. I am me and you are you. Now, it's up in the Fire Nation where everybody was taught to be the same. But everywhere else, people wanted to be individuals, known for who they were, what they were about, and what they were doing. That's like now in the United States. I believe the United States is represented by the Fire Nation. We have people who are like, you need to be like us. And I'll say it. I'll say their name, the Christians. Yeah, I'll say it. The Christians are like, you want to be like us or we'll kill you. It's just as bad as the Muslims. But that go on to the next thing. Alright? I'll talk about that later on. 4. A public show about the LGBT community. Once again, no one knew how that was going to play out. Not at all. Not at all. I just started watching the show on December 26th. I finished up on January the 5th. And really, I rewatched some shows on January the 6th with my friend. And it was the first time we saw bisexual people portrayed in a cartoon that were positive. Not even in the gay community. Lesbian gay people don't respect bisexuals. They think what they're doing is making them look bad. But once again, sexuality is fluid. It's motion. It's just not all the same way. You can have a guy who's attracted to females with a male voice, and vice versa. To each their own. We don't have to all think alike to agree. 5. Live and let live attitude. I was a member of AA back in the day. I was an alcoholic. I just wanted to study philosophy, different philosophies. Live and let live is the best philosophy I ever studied, though. It was like Buddhism. Buddha wouldn't step on the ant to kill it. He said the only time he was a vegetarian. That was just bender philosophy stuff, Let's be cool. Let's be laid back. It is what it is. Everybody's cool. Oh, yeah. And this is the last thing I learned. Religion. The Firebenders had their beliefs, and they like imperialism. Like Imperial Japan. You compare the Firebenders to Japan, basically. Back in their preoccupation of war, the Airbenders would be Tibet. China's Earth Kingdom. And the Water Kingdom is basically, I would say, everyone else. You know, that's who they're. I mean, that's the theory that's going on about the Legend of Korra, what it represents. But the Fire Nation wants everybody to be just like them. You know, everybody has to be this way, dress like, blah blah blah, believe the same thing. You don't believe like us, you get exiled, you get killed. But religion, you know, there is no religion in there. But if there's anything close to religion, it's the Fire Nation. And the Fire Nation can compare it to modern day Muslims and Christians, how they fight it out. You know, Jewish people fight it out. The three main religions, you know, seriously, Christianity and Islam are nephews. You know, we share the same prophet, Jesus Christ. And some Christians call him God. In Islam, he's a prophet. And we can't stand each other. And then you got the Jews who can't stand anyone else. And, you know, the religion, it just shows that the creators of Avatar were thinking, well, in this show, were thinking about the future when they did Legend of Korra. Like, they didn't talk about things in Avatar like they did in Legend of Korra, where things were laid out. And they're like, you know, and just the way it is. But I appreciate them, and once again, this is all I have to say about it. These are my 6 sayings, and it is what it is. With the Legend of Korra, the Avatar world is a wonderful place. I think if we didn't have 3 of these things were problems. Well, 4 of them are problems. The way people feel about gay people, sexism, racism, and then religion. That's always going to be a problem with people that live on this earth. But that's the way it goes. But that's why I like the Legend of Korra. It taught me something. Then I'm going to do one final cap-on video. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good night, goodbye.